Manors, which is the Plan B film. How did you get involved in that?
Well, I know Ben from a couple of years before that happened. I did a show with him at a place called the George Tavern, which is a very, it looks like a stinking boozer from the outside, but inside it's a kind of an art house kind of. It's in Whitechapel in the East End of London, and Kate Moss has done a few shoots there, and Baby Shambles had an album cover done there, so it's a bit of a rock and roll place, but it doesn't look like it from the outside. So they do this thing every year called the Go Mad Festival, because they're always in debt to somebody or being sued, so they always need money. So there's this sort of benefit thing every year called the Go Mad Festival, and that's when I ran into Ben, and he was a kind of, he liked my stuff on account of seeing it on the back credits of The Sopranos, and that's when we got to know each other. We did a show together there, a kind of unplugged thing, and that was before he was doing the movie, and he just sort of said, I can give you a lot of work, man, and you know, he's helped me out a lot, and that Ill Manners, you know, he gave me a kind of script before they started shooting, and I got the idea of what it was about. And because the language in it is very streety, very London, kind of London Jamoke street, you know, streety, kind of patois kind of stuff, I thought, you know, I don't want to look like some kind of fish out of water running to keep up with people, you know, it's not my period. So I decided, rather than look like some kind of anachronism from the rock and roll prehistory, I thought I'm going to go Dickensian on it, and I'm going to write this number specially for it that's like out of the way snobbish, you know, with real like highfalutin Dickensian. It's called Pity. I didn't do it tonight. It's called, for some reason I just slipped my mind, but it's called Pity the Plight of Young Fellows, and it's really paid off for me, because it's a very small part of the film, but every review I've read of that movie, and they've all been like 4-star, 5-star reviews, they've always like mentioned my input, so I'm sort of really proud of that, and because I was competing with some very heavy dialogue, you know, so it was kind of a bit of pressure on, but I'm really proud of the outcome of it, and you should see the movie anyway, but don't take your kids, well, they won't be allowed in, because it's an 18, but in fact no, I think it's a 48, anybody younger than that ain't allowed in. You know, but it's real fucking, you know, heavy duty kind of, you know, violence, drugs, gangsterism, you know, based around Forest Gate, which is like east of the East End of London. It's almost Essex, but I'm not knocking Essex, because I live in Essex. I am an Essex guy.
Yes, and a few years ago as well, you were in the Joy Division film Control.
Yeah.